The Calvert County, Maryland Commissioners' Reports is a headline news podcast provided in part by the Communications and Media Relations Division. Commissioners' Reports is a summary of the agenda and outcomes of regular Calvert County Board of County Commissioners meetings, as well as related public information and events. Hello, and welcome to Commissioners' Reports. I'm your host, Kevin G. Schmidt. In this week's Calvert County Board of County Commissioners meeting, Proclamation, Black History Month, Recognition. Black History Week was first started in 1926 by Carter G. Woodson. Woodson was a historian and one of the contributions of Black Americans recognized. Woodson chose the second week in February for Black History Week because Abraham Lincoln was born on the 12th and Frederick Douglass was born on the 14th. Black History Week was expanded to Black History Month by educators and the Black United Students at Kent State University in February 1969. With the first celebration being held at the university from January 2nd through February 28, 1970. Black History Month is an annual celebration recognizing the achievements of Black Americans in United States history. Every president since 1976 has officially designated the month of February as Black History Month. The BOCC encourages its citizens to celebrate Black History Month in their communities during the month of February and to pause and reflect on the numerous contributions of Black Americans in our country. National Entrepreneurship Week, Recognition. Entrepreneurship is vital to Calvert County's growth and prosperity. Most new jobs created throughout the United States in the past decade have come from the creative efforts of entrepreneurs and small businesses. Local entrepreneurs serve as models of success to others in the community because their success demonstrates an opportunity for others. Calvert County recognizes and supports entrepreneurship as an economic equalizer, crucial to the long-term growth of local communities, the state, and nation. National Entrepreneur Week provides Calvert County with an opportunity to celebrate and support entrepreneurs within our community. The BOCC proclaimed the week of February 11th through the 18th, 2023, be known as Entrepreneurship Week in Calvert County. Award, Employee Recognition Committee, Employee of the Month, February 2023. The Employee of the Month Award acknowledges individual excellence for superior job performance and/or special individual efforts that go above and beyond the employee's normal work duties. Mark Mister, Highway Maintenance Division Chief, was selected as the February 2023 Employee of the Month. In a consent calendar, Department of Finance and Budget award recommendation related to bus transportation for field trip events for the Department of Parks and Recreation's traditional summer camp program. Department of Finance and Budget award recommendation related to the procurement of storm drain materials on an as-needed basis for the Department of Public Works. Both consent agenda items were adopted as presented. New business. Department of Finance and Budget review of Public Facilities FY24 Capital Improvement Plan. The Department of Finance and Budget reviewed Public Facilities FY24 through FY29 6-year CIP staff recommended budget requests totaling $64,770,413, which includes $10,470,183 in grant funding. Public facilities includes county building HVAC replacements, repairs, renovations, and replacements of county facilities. Public facilities CIP also includes the Calvert Marine Museum, libraries, and community and senior centers. This informational presentation was to prepare the BOCC for the 6-year capital improvement plan for public facilities and seek BOCC's direction on those projects as part of the annual budgeting process. Department of Planning and Zoning, Historic District Designation Removal, Kent Millard Heritage House. Miss Harriet Millard, the property owner, submitted a written petition and application to the Historic District Commission to remove the Historic District designation from the Kent Millard Heritage House Historic District. The Historic District, located on 12531 Olivet Road in Lusby, Maryland, is shown on the Tax Assessor's Map 45 as Parcel 91 and is zoned as Historic District Overlay. The property was designated a Calvert County Historic District by the BOCC via a county resolution in 2017. After discussion, the BOCC directed staff to schedule a joint public hearing with the Planning Commission for comments related to Ms. Millard's petition. Office of the County Attorney, 2023 Legislative Update. There are bills pending in Annapolis that could impact the operations of local government. The purpose of this session was to determine which, if any, the board would like to express an opinion over, and whether the board position is favorable, unfavorable, or favorable with amendment. Annapolis legislative bills presented to the BOCC feedback and consideration included: 1. Requiring the Department of Environment to adopt regulations on or before December 1, 2023, establishing requirements for the sale of new zero-emission medium and heavy-duty vehicles in the state, defining a heavy-duty vehicle as one with a gross vehicle weight rating equal to or greater than 14,001 pounds. Departmental input is that the federal and state capital project funding does not keep up with the cost of these requirements, which, according to California's standards referenced in the legislation, would require 25% of the county's new purchases to be zero-emission buses by 2026. Currently, electric buses struggle with costly mechanical and battery issues. As an enterprise, the county aims to transition over time to electric, but do not have the funding or flexibility to dive in while the product is still unreliable. The BOCC would prefer a more fiscally responsible phase-out. After discussion, the BOCC voted and is not in favor of this bill as presented. Number 2. Altering, beginning in fiscal year 2024, the percentage to be paid by the comptroller for the small, minority, and women-owned business account to the nonprofit interest-free microbridge loan (NIMBLE) account within the Maryland Nonprofit Development Center Program Fund, and requiring the governor to include in the annual budget bill an appropriation of $1 million for fiscal year 2025 for the fund to be used for certain loans under the NIMBLE account. Departmental input is that nonprofits were hit hard by the pandemic, and related economic trends show a major decline in philanthropic giving over the past 20 years. While additional funding would be beneficial to such organization, it is being transferred from another economically affected group, small minority and women-owned businesses. After discussion, the BOCC voted and is not in favor of this bill as presented. Number 3. Requiring each county to prepare a climate crisis plan to address the effects of climate change in the county, requiring each county to submit its plan to the Department of Environment for review and feedback on or before June 1, 2024, requiring the department to provide feedback to each county on or before November 1, 2024, requiring each county to finalize its plan on or before January 1, 2025, and requiring each county to review and update its plan at least once every 3 years. Staff input is that the plan would consume staff time and county funds without bringing anything substantially new to the issue. After discussion, the BOCC voted and is not in favor of this bill as presented. Number 4. Repealing a restriction on the hours during which a person may hunt on each Sunday of the game bird and game mammal seasons in Calvert County. Departmental input is as consistent with requests submitted in prior session. After discussion, the BOCC voted in favor of this bill as written and is providing a letter of support. Number 5. Allowing a credit against the state income tax for the costs associated with certain photovoltaic property placed into service by an individual during the taxable year, prohibiting an individual from claiming the credit under certain circumstances, providing for the carry forward of any unused credit, etc. Departmental input recommended support of the state income tax credit for the cost of specified photovoltaic property that is mounted on the rooftop of a residential real property owned by the individual. After discussion, the BOCC voted in support of this bill with an amendment that the bill does not contain rooftop battery storage due to the extreme risks associated with potential lithium battery fires. Work session. Department of Planning and Zoning proposed expansion of Calvert County's rural legacy areas. The BOCC requested to reconvene the original Transferable Development Rights (TDR) committee established in 2015 to review the county's preservation efforts in the TDR program and make recommendations for BOCC consideration. One of the TDR committee's recommendations was to expand the North Calvert and Calvert Creek's rural legacy areas (RLAs) with the goal of increasing the number of properties eligible to participate in the program. The expansion focused on properties within the Priority Preservation Area (PPA) contiguous with the existing RLAs. The proposed expansion received Agricultural Preservation Advisory Board (APAB) approval on December 6, 2021. Calvert County currently operates under a public-private partnership agreement with the Southern Maryland Resource Conservation and Development Board (RC&D) to administer the Rural Legacy Program. The Rural Legacy Area expansion proposal was included as part of the FY23 Rural Legacy Program grant application submitted to DNR for review and approval by RC&D on behalf of the county with BOCC approval. The RLA expansion proposal received approval from the Board of Public Works on October 8, 2022. After discussion, the BOCC directed staff to proceed with the public adoption process and schedule a work session with the Planning Commission. Department of Planning and Zoning Forest Conservation Tree Coupon and Grant Program. Calvert County has $442,789.04 in organizational budget account that stems from fees in lieu of developers not reforesting or afforesting on or off-site and not buying forest conservation transferable development rights, FCTDRs, per county code. This fund may only be used on costs directly related to reforestation and afforestation, including site identification, acquisition, purchase of permanent easements, preparation for plantings, planting bid package preparation, and supervision of plantings. The Department of Planning and Zoning proposes 2 programs to use these funds: a tree coupon program and a grants program, in the interests of planting forests that benefit local wildlife, require less water, and have better survivability. Both programs will only fund native species. These 2 programs closely mirror programs offered in other counties and the state. The coupon program, $35 off trees costing $50 or more, will only be redeemable at Calvert County nurseries and would run March 1st through October 31st. The grant program encompasses both a smaller program for streams and steep slopes, defined as 15% or greater, and a larger program for planting at least a quarter acre of contiguous forest. Applications for these grants would be accepted on a rolling basis. Staff recommended and the BOCC approved the tree coupon and grant program. Department of Public Works, Calvert County Strategic Roadway Safety Plan. The Strategic Highway Safety Plan, SHSP, is a statewide, coordinated, comprehensive, working traffic safety plan to reduce highway fatalities and serious injuries on all public streets and highways. In 2019, the Maryland State Legislature passed a Vision Zero mandate, which set a goal of 0 motor vehicle fatalities or serious injuries by 2030. Additional local infrastructure/roadway improvement and program funding are available in some cases to those counties with a developed SHSP. Calvert County's most recent SHSP was developed for 2010 through 2015 through a grant-funded Community Traffic Safety Program. The Department of Public Works and the Calvert County Sheriff's Office, in collaboration with Planning and Zoning and the Maryland State Police, have been working with the Chesapeake Region Safety Council to identify local emphasis areas and strategies to create measurable action plans for Calvert County's Strategic Roadway Safety Plan. This plan would cover 2023 through 2025 to align with the state's planned dates. After discussion, the BOCC directed staff to develop a strategic roadway safety plan for Calvert County, covering the period of 2023 through 2025. The next regularly scheduled meeting of the Calvert County Board of County Commissioners will be February 14th, 2023 at 10 a.m. In other Calvert County local news, the Calvert County Commission for Women will host its 20th annual Women of the World Recognition celebration on Saturday, March 11th. Women of the World recognizes special contributions and achievements of women and girls in Calvert County. The free event will be held virtually in partnership with Calvert Library. Networking will kick off at 10:45 a.m., followed by the awards program at 11 a.m. This year's guest speaker will be Roz Platter, Emmy Award-winning TV freelance journalist and native of Calvert County. Registration is required through the Calvert Library website, www.calvertlibrary.libnet/event/7912209. Calvert County residents can help improve their county government services by participating in a new survey that aims to help officials better understand residents' priorities, concerns, and overall quality of life. The survey is available at www.calvertcountymd.gov/survey and asks residents to rate their experience with different aspects of life in Calvert County, including housing, education, transportation, and public safety. Feedback will be used by county officials and staff to better identify and understand concerns and enhance the county's responsiveness to community issues. Responses are anonymous, but you can include your email address if you'd like to participate in future surveys. That concludes our broadcast. The Calvert County, Maryland Commissioners' Reports is a headline news podcast. Stay current with other news in Calvert County by following and liking the Calvert County Government's Facebook page at facebook.com/Calvert County MD, on Instagram at Calvert Broadcast, on YouTube, youtube.com/Calvert County Gov, and our official website, www.calvertcountymd.gov. Thank you.